Just slip it in the thing. Rewind it so I could just slip it in. Damn, I wish that thing came today. It should have came. I guess it'll come tomorrow. Definitely by tomorrow. Almost definitely. But I just realized this is longer than all the other tape that I sent, which was pretty long. But, 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 Oh, I can't wait to get. Oh, I found out what. You know the Fantastic Four, where that thing is. Well, Benji has a May issue, and I went to see him when I went to the city a couple of weeks ago. And we got to get the May and June issue because we're 2 issues behind. I'm 3 issues behind on my Tomb of Dracula, which I don't really like that much. But what it is that thing that's there is an exoskeleton that Ben can get into, and it'll make him look like the real thing, and his strength almost up to the real thing.
$100 grand. And Dizdar, he manages a budget of $24 billion with over 100,000 staff, and God knows how many students. Scott, he manages Sydney University with a budget of $3.4 billion with just under 10,000 staff. So Dizdar, 24 and 100,000 staff. Scott, 3.4 and just under 10,000 staff, yet Scott earns twice as much as Dizdar. Now, this whole issue is about to get some attention, though. The government is setting up a National Expert Governance Council to finally put some checks and balances on these salaries. I'm not convinced it will work. It doesn't matter if it's the Liberal Party or the Labor Party. They are both patsies when it comes to the education sector in this country. Speaking of big tech and big pharma and big this and big that, well, you know how much weight our university sector throws around the joint? It's extraordinary. And at the same time Mark Scott's earning $1.2 million a year, you've got universities under fire for wage theft. $226 million in underpayments to staff, including the revelation that some senior academic leaders are earning more than state premiers.
Duh.
Let's not forget, universities are exempt from paying tax. They're exempt from paying tax. So the whole system is set up where universities get public funding, they treat staff poorly, they overcharge students, and yet their top execs are getting more than enough to buy a small island. Now, the fact that university staff have to fight for fair wages while the people at the top keep getting paid these bloated salaries is a perfect example of everything that's wrong with them. Notwithstanding the fact that universities are dens of anti-Semitism, have been churning out students who are anti-Australian, anti-white and anti-capitalist. The postmodern infection and cultural Marxism in our universities are the only ideologies that one is allowed to subscribe to. They are no longer a tussle of competing views and values. We know this because we see what's being churned out on the other side, don't we? So can Mark Scott really say that he is helping Australia and he is so valuable to Australia to the point that he is deserving of $1.2 million? What do you think? 131873. Given the
Be the follow-up vlog and all that. Separate the footage and shit. Do like a little small one. So the last vlog and all that I just did. So I'm going to try to at least split them up a bit, like in each episodes and stuff. I know that's going to fuck around with the traditional length of like having really long vlogs, but I do think it's important that maybe it's just not important, it's the wrong word, but just change it up a bit where I'm probably a bit more at home talking, or just it's not at home, but talking points, but separate like just stuff. Lately I've been feel fucking tired. Really tired. There's no energy, not tired, but low energy tired, if that makes sense. I don't know if it's my water intake. It's just like life, just catching up about to me. That's kind of like, my body's like telling me like to slow down or some shit like that. Like even now, like I feel it a little bit on, but you know, Summertime's approaching. I'm still being fucked around with a little bit with Reddit stuff. Oh shit, that's right. Fuck. I'll do that when I get home. I just realised I do have a 30 account that I haven't touched really. Now I've got to be on top of that. I completely forgot about that. Shit. I'll do that tonight when I get home. I got another chore that I got to do as well. Offload some audio. That my mate John sent me. I'm somewhat reflecting on my past year. A little bit. I'm approaching my 12th milestone date of recovery, so I want to start doing like tuning out like reflections and stuff to that. Some things that I've done, some things that I haven't, dude, and some things I'm kind of like, I've done it, but I need to work on. Socialising a little bit, something I got to do, work on a little bit better. I have done it here and then. Yesterday I caught up with one of my friends, Amanda. She, my ex-sponsor. I think, fuck. I don't know if it's still her or me, but she's writing like science fiction erotica. Oh god, but every time we catch up over coffee, I'll let her do it. I do enjoy it. She's really happy, but she just rambles on about it. And fucking yesterday, she's telling me she's sexually deprived and all that sort of stuff. I was going, fuck, she's gonna throw things out there for me, but anyway. But socialising, I can do a bit better. I got to kind of work on being a little bit more present when I'm at meetings for that sort of part to it. When you socialise before or after an 12-step meeting, which meetings can be good for, like touching, like meeting bases for, or touch and go sort of thing. But I try to have the tendency of like, I have the way to look at it of like, hey, let me do a bit of recovery, but if you want to socialise, we'll do it outside the meetings and stuff. But, and I get it, it's not going to be every single meeting. I got to make a point, okay, I got to talk to somebody. But I do have to kind of be a little bit more consistent on both sides. Like, I got to have a meeting where I show up, cool, not. And meetings where I can kind of, okay, be a bit more relaxed and stuff of that nature and communicate and talk to people. Oh god, I just farted. I kind of broke the dating part a little bit better. I was with that girl a bit early in the year. Conflicted about it on my end for what it was, and if I could have done better or worse and stuff, but it was what it was, sort of thing. I'm trying to, and I actually handled it really well about it. Which kind of, I think that's kind of a sign that it wasn't special. Because I would have had to change a bunch of my life over the long term. And, but having said that, it would have been nice to have to experience something different. A bit of a life, sea change and all that sort of stuff. But I broke that, but I got to maybe have a look at that sort of aspect of it to get a bit out there. Which I've kind of somewhat spent when I was kind of initially doing vlogging, like a large aspect of that was but it wasn't necessarily that I was avoiding dating, but anyway, I'll talk about it later at some other point, but it's kind of like, okay, maybe I can actually go off and do this again. My dating, I'm not, if you, one of my exes watching this, it's not a thing against you, but that's an area of life that I've got to be a bit more mindful of. It was also as well like this is a bit tricky for me to talk about it publicly. I think I know this with one person, and I'm kind of somewhat half suspecting with somebody else, but I think she's somewhat handling it somewhat alright. Before I forget, I'm in my car because my house is a bit not chaotic, but just all over the place. But hence why I'm in the car. But with this one particular woman, I don't know if she was having a bad day, but what time is it? But I'm pretty sure she has something for. When I talk about this stuff, you gotta understand. Fuck, man. I'm not a magnet for women or anything like that. I'm not trying to. I doubt that I can convey that properly or healthy in the way that I want, but I don't know what it is. She's been like this with me for a while, and I think she kind of like she's married and got 2 kids and stuff, so that's the problem. So I do think I'm trying to work it out and piece together, but I saw the other day, like almost a week ago, and it kind of got to me in not in a way I'm angry or frustrated with it, but more to do with the sense of like I feel for her and that she's stuck in this position. Because when initially for a little bit, I thought it was just going to be an in and out type thing. It's just one of those things when you're married and life goes on and your day-to-day life, bills, whatever, married life, you still find other people, you still have thoughts and stuff about other people, but it's kind of like face value stuff, or it just never goes anywhere. It's like in and out type thing. But I think she kind of like I don't know. Yeah, it hasn't left her. But we don't really talk that much. Both of us been respectful and all that. Very face, and I think she's worked out that I know about it all and all that sort of shit. So, and I'm trying to like not let it get to me at all, and it got to me. Now, I don't know if it's sorrow or I feel for her or feel for her husband too. I think he's kind of picked up, not on it, but not that he's in a way that it's my fault or I'm initiating anything, but I think he's kind of like, oh, God, But I think it's just one of those things on her end that, I think she kind of, I'm really speculating and assuming here. Like I said, I never know what goes on behind closed doors and it's in people's heads and shit, but I think it's just one of those things. The reasons were, I think here's reasons to go off and get married and stuff of that nature. Good reasons, healthy reasons, whatever. And I think with her, it was an aspect of it that going through the notion that's what it's just there. So, and I think because of like just going through the motions after the wedding days and stuff, and having a couple of kids and shit. So I think it kind of like the notions of life just got to her, and she's kind of having that moment of thought that a big growing pain problem has caught up to her. I don't know if I'm explaining that properly, but to be honest, don't take this the wrong way as well, but because normally I don't think about her unless if I actually see her around somewhere. I'm not saying never. It's always 100%. Like say 95%. 95%, yeah, I'd say that. I'd settle that number, but of the time, I don't think about her unless if I actually see it. Then it's kind of like, oh, fuck. That's right. And normally once I'm home, and it's just, oh, God, so But the thing is, I think I kind of like, initially I can remember this is not going to be a lasting thing with her at all. So she's going to eventually just move on and going like, what am I doing type thing. But so far it hasn't. So I'm at that level of kind of like, look, I'm not going to go beneath dignity, if that makes sense. We're all entitled to get treated with some basic decency and dignity and all that, but I think I just don't want to kind of part influence on her. And I've never, like, it's not a reflection on her, but I kind of, like, because she's married and stuff, I just don't, like, let it take its own course, let it play out. It's none of my business. They've got 2 kids to think about. But it looks like things caught. I don't know. Until I see her again, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know about what had happened last week. It could be just a one-off thing, or we're all going to have bad dates and bad moments and shit. So I don't know if it's going to be light or something's actually playing a bit, but because I saw her husband a few days later somewhere, and I'm like, just fuck. It's like shit, but I don't know, man. But going to push back. Where's he going? But who knows, man? Fuck it. So hey, it's gonna open up the window. Oh. Okay, hopefully that's gonna help get some air into it. Ugh. But I don't know if any of that made sense, but this is the first time too that is like I actually thought about her a bit, like a bit more, and it's been 5 days. I know 5 days isn't that much, but it's the first time I've actually kind of like had a prolonged with her. And I think previously, one of the reasons I said 95%, there has been times I've seen her during the evening somewhere where we're mutually doing something. For, anyway, something side reasons anyway. I've kind of thought about it after that throughout the rest of the night and then went to bed. Yeah, that was it. So, but I really don't know. With her, I was gonna say oh yeah, dating. That's right. So I've kind of have to play it out. I don't think my ex Joanna, who's not gonna watch this anyway, fuck her. But who's not the girl that I was dating this year anyway. So she's still around, but we don't. Yeah, nothing's gonna happen with her. But there is a couple of other girls I'm kind of a bit worried about for them. I'm not going to talk about them at the moment because I don't want to come across as something I'm not. But fuck, man! Last Saturday morning, I didn't go to AA. I didn't go to work. I went to AA instead for the day. And fuck, there was just more people there. Oh god. I had 3 people fucking like giving those fucking looks at the meeting. One of them was, she was in her mid-20s. I don't know, she's in her 20s. I'm not too sure which number, but to me she's young, so it was more like fuck. Fucking water. Pure. Apparently this is Australia's purest water. So, apparently. Water is the best thing to fucking have in your body. But cigarettes, man. I've got to work on that. It comes and goes. Being a bit more present too, so I know I kind of talked about this stuff, but 12 years of clean time too. Fucking hell. Nothing about white people walking around, but. And what else have I been doing? Work's going good. I need a day off too soon. Cafe's actually been really enjoyable lately. This time last year when I was quitting, it wasn't fucking like happy. I was not handling that job well. It's managementorial. It's what it is. I've talked about it a bit, but North Stand Emporia has improved a lot. My spot's improved. I think they've kind of realised they were driving me too hard. But this year it's the workload, at least in the kitchen, it's a bit more kind of like on top of it, like a bit shared. So I'm going to be there for a bit. I don't know, I haven't asked about the Christmas time, but I'm not sorry about the weekends yet. Hopefully January of next year I can kind of like have it a bit more balanced out. At the moment, and I'm going to start doing other things as well. Another reason I wanted to be a bit more social is to help come up with things to talk about and to get on film as well. You know, but kind of just been reflecting about my own sort of recovery during. So I used to do a lot of meetings around like Artarmon, North Sydney, Mossman, Neutral Bay, Cremorne, but Edelong. So I do feel a little bit better with the post breakup from that girl. I still, for a few weeks, still had those sort of anger swings, like fucking stupid fucking what. But they seem to kind of decrease in time. So maybe next week, maybe surf it up for it. How I feel about it. I'm giving myself at least a week to space it out to think about it. Because I think last time, because when I made a day to kind of like go and, okay, tomorrow, this particular day, I'm going to go up, I'm going to film, I'm going to go up and take the bus there to the ferry, and I'm going to get the ferry across to Edelong from Palm Beach, and actually try to spend the day around Edelong, or at least for a little bit, for a fair few hours, have a coffee, maybe look at a couple of things on my own. But I kind of it was still a little bit fresh from when I was with the girl and all that. So it was a bit kind of like, I was angry not towards 100% with her, but myself as well. I could have been a bit more present, I could have been a bit less. But, so, when people break up, guys, it's always both of them. It's not just majority of the time, okay, but most of the time it's generally both parties, so. But it was a bit too fresh for me to kind of go up there, because I was worried about getting on the bus and getting all the way to Palm Beach and go, fuck this, I'm not going to go, or even worse, go up to fucking Edelong and go, what am I doing, and just walk around in anger and all that sort of stuff, and, it's But another reason why that was, I just wasn't prepared for a relationship at the moment. I was slowly kind of getting better at it in time, but like actually making time for her, talking to her and all that sort of stuff, and putting things aside. Okay, I got to be a boyfriend now, and because at first I was like, what the fuck, but I'm not blaming her, but she was, and I've always got that sort of issue. Here's another thing I got to work on too. I'm getting so used to kind of doing this creative stuff on my own that when I'm off doing something else, this is what I'm like, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. I've got to be at home working, I've got to be at home on my art, creative stuff. So that's something I do have to work on, knowing to kind of get okay. I've done a few hours of this creative stuff, I've got to do something else differently. I've got to work on that sort of aspect to it a little bit. A bit better, but you know, that's something I do have to kind of a little bit work on. I'm gonna go to the toilet, but so that kind of contributed to the breakup on my end of why that happened. I do think little bit it there's nothing overall about her. I'm going to point my finger at her, and I don't think that applies to me either. But I'm trying to take it for what it is, but that's always going to be improvement. And I just talked about that married woman too, so it's just a bit... The fuck's on my back of my car? But who knows? What the fuck are they doing? But there's two women in the car, and I don't want to get out shirtless just because I don't want to wig them out. But out of all the places they could have stopped, they parked directly behind me. I've got to go in the bush and take a piss and stuff. Okay.
Down and rebuilt. This Clarendon home is viewable by appointment only, so go and see it for yourself. Google search Clarendon Grande, it's spelled Grande, or go to clarendon.com.au.
Australia's only hybrid truck, the Hino 300 Series Hybrid Electric delivers up to 20% fuel and emission savings. So with lower fuel consumption and reduced maintenance costs, you'll save more over the lifetime of your truck. Powered by self-charging hybrid technology, it's the smart choice for businesses looking to invest now and benefit well into the future. The Hino 300 Series Hybrid Electric. Find out more at hino.com.au. That's another Hino advantage.
Love often finds you when you least expect it. Join RSVP today and get 3 free stamps exclusively for radio listeners when you complete your profile. Connect with like-minded people.
I know you couldn't see, but there was a car, a white car, a big Jeep thing, drove past, and there's like a house just there, and this car had a woman and two, I think there's at least one son, I'm assuming it's a son. I think my head's playing tricks with me. I'm like, fuck, that's that married one I was just talking about. But I don't know, I think my head's just playing fucking with me.
I'm Peter Campbell, founder of Clarendon Homes. I've got this new design called the Grande, and I want to know what you think. It's a modern home with a gourmet kitchen and butler's pantry, a double height entry with a one-of-a-kind staircase and premium finishes throughout. And I think it's one of the best homes we've ever built. Have a look and let me know what you think. Search Clarendon Grande or go to clarendon.com.au.
Drive on 2GB, play Ready, Set, Peel and win at Shell Coles Express and Shell Ready Express with over $46 million in prizes up for grabs. T's and C's apply. On 2GB Drive, let's duel for fuel.
All thanks to Shell V-Power. Let's meet James at Matraville. G'day, James.
Chris, thanks for taking the call, mate.
Oh, all the best, mate. Good luck. Sabrina is at Quakers Hill. G'day, Sabrina.
Hi, Chris. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you? You ready to go?
Yep. I am.
Right, you can kick us off, Sabrina. Your time starts now. What language do people speak in mainland China?
Mandarin.
Correct. Who was Australia's longest-serving Prime Minister?
John Howard.
John Howard.
Robert Menzies.
Oh,
Edam,
cunt.
Gouda, and Stilton are types of what?
B.
Correct. Renee Zellweger, which plays the character in the Bridget Jones series.
Correct.
Correct. What sport do the Sydney Kings play?
Basketball.
Correct. Well done, Sabrina. Well done. James, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Your time starts now. Manila is the capital of which country?
Philippines.
Philippines.
Correct. Mark Knopfler is the member of which 80s band?
Don't know.
Darcy.
Correct. In what movie is Jim Carrey a character oblivious that his entire life is on a TV show?
Truman Show.
Home at the museum or something.
Truman Show. What is the home ground of the Sydney Swans?
Fuck, I don't know. I don't play.
The Sydney Cricket Ground.
Correct. What is the CEO?
Okay, but but there's this one lady I'm like a bit not worried about, but she's sending me no videos. No, she's not sending me no videos, but she's sending me no messages. But she's basically fucked. So I'm like, I don't think I should. I don't think I should. She lives too far away anyway. It's like in Redfern and shit. But anyway, Christmas is coming up. But trying to think of things like this cool ring as well, which I'm kind of getting used to wearing. So I might do a meeting tomorrow. I'm not too sure. But did a meeting last night, but my sponsorship, getting a sponsor could be a bit better as well, but the guy's got a bandana on. Got one of the cancer bandanas. But like, I hate sharing a house. It's just fucking, the kitchen's dirty, it's all this kind of stuff. My nephew wants my attention all the time. The baby's a bit more conscious as well. I started for my sister and brother-in-law, I started doing a bit more filming with the kids and stuff, and I'm gonna put them all in a separate file, edit it all together and all that. See what happens. But I wish I could be a bit home. I'd be able to talk a lot more better. So I try that again after my dinner tonight, is to go into Google or whatever and just kind of okay, talk about conspiracy theories and shit, but see what happens when I get home. Well, who knows? Must admit, it's kind of relaxing listening to the wind of the trees and shit like that. But I can do that. Do another Facebook post, the local Northern Beaches community post about weird spots that happen at night. I'll do that again. Hopefully see what kind of response I get. But maybe I'll go up to do Wakehurst Parkway tonight if my house isn't quiet enough. Pick a spot. I'll have something to eat. I'll go somewhere. No, that's what I'll do. I'll post it on like the Northern Beaches community Facebook page thing about it. About any weird spots to go out and check out at night. I might do that, mate, as a back plan B if my house isn't that particularly quiet. And it's kind of like, if not, and find somewhere that I might go up to the intersection this time and just be there for like at least an hour. Not an hour, but spend some time up that way. And I know what I'm talking about. But maybe I'll go down that street. Because last night I went to, it's Monday yesterday, and I went to that Francis Forrest AA meeting on Monday. They've got here Monday nights. Sorry, my nose is itchy. But there's a kind of a street that's a bit spooky, but go check it out. I'll do that as a plan B if the house isn't like. Cause my brother-in-law, because the thing is, he's a good dude, and I'm not complaining, but the only time he gets like any sort of time to himself is when the kids go to bed and until he goes to bed. There's 2 or 3 or 4 hours where he gets that bit to himself during the week. So sometimes he's out, and that's the thing with shared houses. You got to give other people space and stuff to do things as well. But I'm out here because it's just fucking like from 4 o'clock in the afternoon until about 7 o'clock the latest. 6, normally 6, but 7 the latest at night. It's when there's fucking like just shit's happening in my place. So hence why I'm in the car, just spacing it. Another reason why I'm in the car as well, not just because it's windy today and I can't go outside, but there's just too many people around. So, and like, I am sorry for filming again in my car, but it's you gotta make do. But plan A after dinner tonight is to be at home in my bedroom, just putting up stuff online and like talking about what I see and all that. Talk about the fucking people's like Dragon Believer for Joe Rogan. That was fucking funny. Believes in dragons. Like, yeah, this suits him. If you're not a Joe Rogan fan, I can understand how you'll think he's a Dragon Believer. But the View, I can't remember. I know what she looks like, but I can't remember her name. But I think people are starting to catch on about the medium. But podcasting and stuff of that nature it's not. It's different, but they're not immune from this sort of like stuff as well. So I just want to throw that out there. But fucking hell, my timing's not good. Believe it or not, it's like just after 6 o'clock in PM. But and you know, when I was filming that thing at the North End, that whatever, glad I brought that. I'm glad I even brought this with me as well. So, but last week too, I had a moment of clarity with a couple of things as well about, you know, not a lot. I think I might have talked about it too, but I feel a bit better. But I feel like, yeah, nothing's happening bad, but it's all bad about it. But back scratcher. Yeah. I can talk about a conspiracy. I want to watch. Fuck, is there like a definite source of information where I can actually go look at YouTube's policies? But I'm not. Nah, I feel like I should go home soon. Well, I wonder how much footage I just collected just then. Because I got to break it up. Because I'm getting to the point, like, yeah, I got to go. So I'm still in training process of just sitting there and talking to the camera. I got to be a bit better what I think through, what to talk about, but a little bit better. So things that I need to work on reflecting my years, the communication skills aspect thing. But now it's just still a bit. I think I'm vaguely gone for almost an hour. I know I didn't get an hour's worth of footage, I don't think, but out of the house. Oh shit! Fuck! Where did that go? The ladder. No. Oh god. Alright, great. I'm back home. Everyone's still out and about in the fucking in the kitchen area, so it's annoying, but where's my hat and shit? But what can you do? But so I'm actually having second thoughts that maybe I should do a meeting tonight. Fuck, I've really got to clean this kitchen properly soon. It's really not good. Lights off. The sandals on. Love me some good coffee. Turn his lights on. Somebody's not home. I think I got rooms too. toys. Hey Thomas. So, I just got to take some photos of Scott's place. How are you? Sorry?
How's your day been?
That's been alright. Yourself?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah? Yeah. Taking that night dog? Nice. Yeah. I'll let you to it, okay? See ya. Jesus Christ. Still not quite happy. That's better. So, let's look at some Christmas stuff. I wonder if there's I'm sure I've looked at it before, like Christmas conspiracies and all that. Conspiracy theories of Christmas. I want you to. Yeah. Alright. So I've just obviously, of course, just googled Christmas conspiracy theories. Santa Claus conspiracy, the friends of Beamish. It's the first thing that. Did Coca-Cola invent Santa Claus? Maybe. worldvision.org. A Christmas conspiracy, 4 changing new traditions. Look. What? Screen Rant. Australian Church Record.net. Spawn of misinformation about 9 fan theories about all the fun. Films and stuff. Christmas conspiracies is Santa the Autumn conspiracy theory. Christmas conspiracy subreddit comics. Why is it on the subreddit of comics then? Christmas conspiracy. Yeah. Okay, it's gonna be shit. '56 conspiracy theory, Christmas conspiracy theory, YouTube, film fan. Okay, ask Reddit. At least that's a little bit more serious. Paul is dead. Europe isn't real. Okay. Oh. Still got the ring with me, but I don't know, man. Maybe it's me getting older. I just never thought much about Christmas anymore. Even when it's the birth of Santa Claus conspiracy, Satan disguised as. Okay. Here's it. Etsy. Who knows? Who knows? Don't think much about Christmas and much. Cup of heart. Mad dogs. Top Gun. Yeah, I wonder what other people's thoughts about Christmas. It's a good break from reality, though. It does at least do that for people for a few weeks. Reality probably won't hit till the end of January again. Hopefully you get some presents in the meantime though. But who knows about that shit. But this is the book that I'm reading at the moment. I've got that much left. There's the packets of cigarettes that I'm currently smoking. Hopefully to quit soon. I can show you. Well, fuck. I wish I could be so like this talk. But don't think I can do it all the time. So I went to the meeting tonight. Wasn't much. I did share. But certainly did share. But maybe I should do that. Oh. Right, well. I forgot to post that Facebook stuff. No. I'm going on to Facebook at the moment. You should stop lurking since Facebook keeps recommending you as a friend. Maybe Park Adventure Progress Explorer. I guess. Okay, come on Facebook, load. Community board. Okay, what to write? So I'm curious to know if there's any or add curious to know if there's any paranormal at normal spots. Weird. Hopefully people can respond to that. The post is pending. You know, the locust screen printing place. Look at the community board here. It's pretty gay. Manly dams $90 million fish species at risk. I never knew that. Fuck, all this is white people. 2 people taken to hospital. Ah. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna look at that link. When I was at the meeting tonight, there's this house that perhaps somebody needs help with is did something at 1 a.m. What's this? What? How's this been? Inside. Yeah. Okay. Now, an admin to that Facebook page has approved my post, so see what happens. See if anyone does anything with it. No. That's Max. One thing I learned about my family, they're all big mateys. More. Might actually have something to eat. shit. Sorry. Cool. See if anyone's answered my post. The people you run into. No. Fuck, man. I knew this was gonna happen. I just thought I'd like have some sort of energy when I get home and at the house to myself, but not tonight. But I am somewhat gonna go fucking go somewhere and film. Get out and about, hold the weight loss a bit, but do that. So I'm going on my afternoon walk and I found this, it's probably one of the neighbours, but it's like a net. Yeah, so there's only one of them. So there's no others here. A little bit random. So, sorry about cicadas, they're fucking loud, but thought I'd just get this on camera. Somebody in the tennis court cleaning, but since I've been up here a fair few times, it's all different. They put new grass down. There's a hose thing there, all coming from there. But cleaning this area up though, so fuck. So at least it works. Rubbish and shit. So I guess it's good for the kids and stuff. I wonder if they're gonna make this bigger. Fuck off, fly. But see what else they gonna do. So another fire. Deodorant can here. I think it's deodorant. Don't know, but something blew up. Why is that couch? I don't doubt the couch will be still there, but oh, it's still, I can see it. What happened here? Okay, I think they might have put another fire. What the fuck is this? So, another. Oh. Fucking hell. Now, this is still here. Fucking flies. I doubt there's anything else I can find. I haven't seen a snake around here though. So, see what's down this path. Bong. Well, nothing's down here. So, rubbish though. Wonder if they're going to keep this path open though. Oh, it has been used because there's fresh rubbish around. But, or if not, somebody's dumped rubbish, but dog bad. Really itchy too. But okay, so I thought somebody's built like a new path in this way, but been mistaken. There's no new path. But nothing's around. So anyway, it's enough exploring. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here before a python realizes I'm here. But so that spot freaks me out though. That. Look at the fog. Fucking hell. major updates. The 2 Reddit accounts I'm using are still up in gold. I don't know what Warrenboard Dude is doing, but personal stuff, so I'm gonna have to let it go of that. Yesterday afternoon, my cigarettes weren't the best. I still kind of was. I think it was the withdrawal, so I'm trying to pay attention to patterns and stuff that I'm doing. But well, what am I doing? So today I tried a bit. Yesterday, the actual shift, the cafe was actually pretty good with the cigarettes, but it's just when I got home, I think all the withdrawals and stuff came home. So water. So I got to be a bit more careful. I booked out to do a chores thing. You cannot find anything in this place. Fucking hell. is it? That's what I wanted.
Okay, all better. It's all over the floor. Gotta get over to the door here. No, it's going out the door now. I can walk. Okay. Let me think of some more stuff to say. I just thought of another neat idea. You want to listen to some TV? Just a sec. I'm gonna see if what's good on.
Kids, that's terrific. Just like Razzles. Think I'm an editor. The truth is I'm Ethel Studd of EBA's
Let
Appliance
me
World.
see
And I was
if there's
just looking-
anything good. Oh, this is some more of that commercial.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Well, I don't think you want to see any more of that. Let me see.
Lives, nutritious foods cats really like. Even Morris. 9 lives softest bumps in life.
Have you listened to your laundry lately?
1970.
Oh, here's the cartoon, Popeye.
Let's see now. What was I dreaming about?
That's a woodpecker. See, he's on a down, isn't it? To, remember that the dream that he was having inside. So he's going inside now. He's shutting all the windows so he gets some sleep.
Oh, well, Land of Nod, get ready to welcome a tourist.
It's all swimmers. They're going all over again.
Two, scat, made it scram.
He turned on a fan and blew him off his head and out the door. And then, but there's this one little fly that he didn't get. And he's thinking of these ideas that he's going to do.
So, I had to get out of the house because I finished vlogging for a bit earlier. I didn't plan it. Now, I kind of just not dug myself a hole, but I was supposed to be going jogging today, but I just kind of realised it as soon as I found a parking spot. The wind's kind of like fucking narky. I don't think I've ever seen that house like done up yet. I think it was either under construction when I was still working. Kleini's here, but so I didn't think this through. I don't know what Clontarf series or Bag Out of the Heights series. I'm not too sure. So I'm gonna go for a walk and stuff. So let's go have a look here. The wind's not that bad. Should have brought some water with me, but They can't be bugs. Can you hear that? That sounds like a machine. Fucking hell. So, they can't be cicadas and stuff. So, I'm trying to do that talking thing. The wind's not that bad, but give this space another go. So, I'll show you. Put it in camera.